Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner, and this is a story time. I was sitting here, and I'm like, it's 2:30 in the morning. I'm looking like, when was the last time I did a story time? I'm going to tell the story of the time that I had to kind of fend for my life. So, years ago, this had to be around between 2004 and probably 2006, I'll say, because I was in that Malibu that I got carjacked for, so I know, it was within that time. So, living with my parents or whatever, at the house one day, and my cousin pops up over. Not gonna say which cousin, but it was a cousin. And she popped up over here to the house like, cousin. At this point in time, she had a kid and she was pregnant. So she was beefing with a baby daddy, and he had took her car. So she came to get me because, when somebody do something dumb, who you go see? You go see your crazy cousin Jaylee, because she'll do anything. So, she come over to the house, I think she called me or something. And did I have to go? I don't even know how she got to the house. But she was like, he acting dumb. And he got my car. And I just need you to drive me over there so I can get my car back. I say, okay. Now, this is a distant cousin. Okay. Distant in the point of me saying we don't hang out every day. We cool. I love her, whatever. Wasn't no issues. But, I didn't hang out with her much. But we were still raised as cousins. It wasn't any issue. Wasn't any issues. So I'm like, all right, cool. We'll go. So, again, she's pregnant. She's maybe 6 months pregnant at this point in time. And I'm like, I'm just taking you somewhere to get a car. It's fine. I did not know anything going on with her, the dude, if he was crazy, deranged. I ain't know none of that. So I go over there without talking to anybody. Me and my cousin pull up, and she like, well, no, don't pull up in front of the house. Pull up a couple houses down because I don't want him to see me. And I'm like, wait, you not going to him till I get the car back? No, I'ma steal it back. Bitch, this is a heist. She called me on a motherfucking heist. I'm like, it's a goddamn orgy all over again. Somebody called me to do something. I don't know what it is. So at this point in time, I'm like, this bitch got me. It's fucked up shit. But we here now. So we can't go back. It is what it is. So, she say, okay, I don't think he here. I don't see the car. It's the car probably in the back. We got to go up the alley. All right, cousin. We go up the alley, and she said, but I need you to ride past the house so I can see if the car is there and not stop. So we ride through the alley. She see the cars in the backyard. She like, cool. I'm like, so what? Okay, so you want me to let you out so you can get the key and go? Well, I don't have the key. I got this screwdriver. So I'm going to try to, start it with the screwdriver. This bitch pull a screwdriver out of her purse. I say, we both going to goddamn jail. This is Grand Theft Auto. What is she doing? I'm like, cousin, I don't think you should do this. No, because he can't fuck with me and he crazy. We fuss and fight. I'm like, oh Lord, they're fussing and fighting. I'm like, okay, what you want me to do? I need you to go back through the alley, let me out, but don't be behind the house, because if he look out, she said, I'm going to get out the car, I'm going to crouch down, hidden tiger crouching or whatever, and I'm going to ease into the car, and so that way he won't see me if he in the house. At this point, she don't know where he at. I'm like, this bitch got me all in some goddamn MacGyver ass Magnum PI shit, and I got things to do. So cool. We ride back around. I pull in the alley. I let her out. She go to the car. I hear her messing with it or whatever. She then come running back to the car with, I think it was the battery. I say, bitch, what are you doing? She then say, I couldn't start the car. So I just popped the hood and took the battery because I just bought this battery, so he ain't gonna drive this car without no battery. Not the battery I paid for. I said, now this is some bullshit if I ever heard it. I'm like, cousin, like, I don't, okay, so we can leave now? Nah, because I want to call him and see, because I want the car really, but I maybe need a different screwdriver. She's now looking at her purse because this bitch has multiple screwdrivers in her goddamn purse. I'm like, this bitch is on some bullshit. This is why I don't fuck with all my cousins. So as we sitting in the alley, she then say, oh shit, there he go. And I'm like, where he at? We in the alley facing this way, okay? He coming, and he's in a whole different car, and he's coming at us, and this bitch say, pull off. I say, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Because he coming at us. So me, I guess I just jump into, you know what I'm saying, speed racer, fast and furious mode. I'm doing like 80 down the alley, going backwards, because we can't go frontwards. And that she's telling me, he crazy, we gotta go. He can't find out that I took the battery. I'm like, this bitch is on some bullshit. That was probably the first time I've ever driven. I mean, it was Dukes of Hazzard backwards. I mean, like, everything. I mean, it was crazy how my reflexes kicked in, and I'm like, you know, and it's driving backwards down this alley to get away from him. And so we get out the alley, and I'm like, bruh, I can be a good getaway driver, okay? So we get out the alley and we driving. So I get away from him, because once he seen how fast I was going, he stopped at the house to see what we were doing in the backyard. So she think he's somewhere else looking for us. So then she say, we should go back to the house. I don't know why I listen to this girl. We should go back to the house because he gonna be gone, not thinking we somewhere else, and I can probably get the keys from the house because he must not have the keys because he's in a different car. My dumb ass, oh, okay, that's fine. We get back to the house, and he literally pops up out of nowhere as if he had a goddamn GPS on both of us. And I'm like, this, he gonna kill us. We finna die, Lord Jesus, we gonna die. But I pull off quick. So I'm pulling off. As I'm pulling off, he start like he had a gun. It was something. I can't remember if he started shooting. I don't think he started shooting, because if he started shooting, my dad and my uncle would have went back and beat him up, and they didn't do that. But I remember he pulled out a gun, and it made me go, gotta go. And we left. She still want to talk to this fool. At this point, I don't know if she this is how long ago this was. She stopped at like a payphone and called him and said, I got your battery. What you want to do? Like, I want my car. I paid for this on the car. I want it back. I guess she had paid for other stuff too. And so at this point, this is what she wants. So I'm like, this is not going to work. I'm like, no. Matter of fact, no, it wasn't a payphone. We stopped and she called him on a cell phone. We pulled over and she called. It wasn't that she called from the car. And she calling him. I'm calling my dad. Okay? Dad. I'm with cousin. We at her baby daddy house. And when I said that, he instantly got pissed off because him and my uncle, whose daughter it was, were aware of all the foolishness that went on, and no one told me. He was like, get from over there. He crazy. He's done this before to her. He's done that before to her. He crazy. Get your ass back to the house. At this point, I am livid at my cousin simply because she didn't give me any of that motherfucking information. All she said was, oh no, I just need a ride to go pick my car up. And I'm like, okay, that's simple and easy, girl. All right, let's go. It was a whole, look, I ended up doing, now luckily I didn't crash my car. Luckily he didn't shoot us. I do believe at one point we had to go back up the alley because at this point she, and my dumb ass still did it with her, she wanted to, because he told her to leave the battery. And if she leaves the battery, he would like allow her to call the tow truck to come take the car, because the car wouldn't start anyway. So when she tried to start the car with a screwdriver, it didn't work because something else was wrong with the car. I'm like, this bitch is just stupid. So when we go back up the alley, he come back up facing us, and he kind of blocked me in. And he said, like, you know, I don't want no smoke. I don't want no beef. I want to talk to her. I heard them ass get out the car and talk to him. I said, this bitch is crazy. At this point, I said, this bitch is crazy. And my dad called, like, where you at? I'm like, we finna come back now. He talking to her. I can't leave her here. What am I supposed to do? And so she ended up coming back to the car, and we drove back to the house. And my dad was livid, simply because he felt like, was she involved, Jaylee, and that's kind of crazy, and she not crazy. And at this point, I'm pissed off too. Okay, I'm pissed off. And I think at this point in time was when I first had attempted to stop smoking cigarettes. I used to smoke cigarettes, Newports in a box, thank you. And I went to the store, bought a whole pack of cigarettes, and started smoking again. Because my nerves were so bad. And I'm looking like, I went off like, you didn't tell me any of this extra rah-rah shit. Because if you would have told me that, I could have planned it out better. But you so dumb. You had me up in the alley going 80, driving backwards. It was Dukes of Hazzard. It was, you know what I'm saying, Fast and the Furious. It was all that tied up together. And I'm like, this is crazy. Like, why? Who does this kind of stuff? I don't have time for this bullshit. Like, I was so upset because she had me on a dummy run. And I think I was more upset because I was like, I usually can't drive backwards. Like, it's hard for me to parallel. We're not going to parallel park. That's easy. But, like, if I have to, like, drive backwards down the streets that's open, I'm like, no, I ought to turn around. I don't want to drive backwards. It's too much. And I had to do it that time. So, I'm like, this bitch is just stupid. And so, to this day, luckily we both was fine. She still dealt with him for a little bit of time or whatever. She never got the car back. That didn't happen. And like, even now, I don't really, fuck with her too much. Anybody who has done something dumb or got me into some kind of dumb situation, I kind of don't fuck with them much. Like, I don't not fuck with them, but like, at the family functions, hey cousin, hey girl, but like, I'm not gonna call her on like a Tuesday and say, girl, let's go hang out, let's go get some drinks. I ain't gonna do that. Like, it ain't gonna happen. Like, it's not my nature. So anyway, that's my little story time. My crazy ass cousin almost got me killed. I mean, I could've got shot. It wouldn't be the first time though. Anyway, put your comments below. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. Peace.